I haven't shaved yet. Oh, it's 5:30 in the morning here. Coffee. So, just wanted to pop in. Yeah, I have started this, what do you call it, lifestyle change? And my doctor suggested going, this this program called Wellness. And I've been trying to lose weight for forever. You try Slim Fast, you try Weight Watchers, you try all these things, and everybody seems to have this magic, that you can, if you do this, you lose weight. And it is frustrating because they prey on our insecurities. And, when I was paralyzed, I gained a lot of weight, obviously, because I was sedentary, I couldn't move. And then with all the recovery and all the other medical issues afterwards, it was like I just gained a lot of weight, gained 130 pounds. And my self-esteem goes down, and my frustrations, so my doctor suggested this program through the hospital called Wellness. And I figured, what the heck, He goes, well, your insurance isn't going to pay for it, Mike. And so I said, I don't care. I'm just desperate. So, $700 is what it cost me. And everybody else in the program, I think their insurance covers it. But there's this group that I meet every Thursday, like today at 10. And then every week we have a progressive theme. So it could be, gut bacteria one week. It could be about vegetables the next week, and just stuff. But it gives you a point of view. Hey, Richard, long time no see. It's good to see you. And, I'm talking about this new wellness program that I'm in. And so to be honest, I was about 220 pounds, or 320 pounds. And when I started, I was 315. And it was simply 3 ounces of chicken, half cup rice, half cup veggies, 5 times a day. Wow. Well, I'll tell you, that's fantastic. This program just gives you a different viewpoint of what you're eating. And I try to keep to about 1,700 calories a day. That's what I try to keep to. And so I get on the scale this morning, and it's 290 pounds. And that is a 25-pound loss in about 2 months. 6 weeks, or was it 2 months, 9 weeks or so. And so it seems to be working. And instead of 1, 2, thanks, Richard. What did she say? I'm actually seeing, a more positive, that I could do this. And, the goal is to get down to, under 200 pounds. So another 91 pounds. Get back under. Yeah, before I got sick, before I was paralyzed, I was 180, 190 pounds. And I thought it looked pretty good. physically. And then my body broke down, and the blood clot in the brain and stuff, and I just gained all this weight, and it was just so terrible. And your self-esteem goes down. I mean, hustle, you know that. I mean, you're 400 pounds. You probably don't feel good about yourself there, and 280, fantastic. Big difference in your mindset between 400 and 280. And I'm almost down to you. I want my boat to look like this on the water, not like this. It was so windy yesterday. Oh, it was so windy. Oh, gosh. The waves were just big on the lake. I mean, I caught, a dozen fish, but it was just crazy awful out on the lake yesterday. But I just, if I don't want people to get suckered into these, like I was, all these different weight loss programs, and where they promise you the world, and it probably worked for those few people, I don't know. But they do prey on our insecurities. I mean, hustle, that's fantastic. You got your protein, rice is a filler, veggies is very important. I eat a lot of veggies now. I love salads. I mean, I just love a good salad. A lot of artichoke hearts in it. You throw some avocados, raisins for a little sweetness. It just seems to, make me happy. A good salad, and put berries in it or something like that. It's just, summer berry salad is just to die for. Really good. And if you want, throw some chicken in there. Make it, or some fish. Some blackened grilled fish. But eating healthier was something that you don't see when you're eating. And this program allows me to see when I'm eating, in my mind what I'm eating, and how it affects me. And I just, fortunately, coffee is 0 calories and 0 fat, as long as you don't put nothing in it. So I buy really good coffee. Black Rifle. I love Black Rifle coffee. I could drink that all day long. I pretty much do. I mean, there's a 24-ounce cup. It's not really a cup. It's a pot with a handle. And so I'm surprised, to say the least, that I've lost 25 pounds. And I got on the scale. It was like, gosh, maybe I can do this. Maybe, in a year, I can be down to 100 and something. And, it would relieve pressure on my knees, which I have horrible knees. My lungs, which, I have horrible lungs. My coronary, which I have an aneurysm in my aorta. Although that's probably going to grow eventually larger, because it's already pretty big. Probably another year I'll have heart surgery. And then give me more stamina, when I'm out. Maybe I can go for a walk without needing a cane. So I'm actually pretty optimistic right now. And this program, it changes your viewpoint, of food, I guess. I mean, I don't do fast food anymore. And I have pretty good self-control because my son wants Burger King, and I take him through the drive-through, and I don't. And I don't. And Buddy gave me some pizza to take home to my family from the lake. So 40 minutes in my car smelling this pizza. I did not. So your self-control changes. I'm actually kind of proud of myself, I guess. I know that sounds a little cocky, but I have more self-control now. And I don't want it to sound bad, but it is a good thing because my mind has been changed in the way I look at food. So, anyway, that is a good thing, right? It's a good thing. And I can still eat almost anything I want. I had a hamburger actually a week ago at the resort, and they make big hamburgers. I only ate half of it. I actually stopped for the first time in my life. I stopped at half a hamburger. How weird is that? And I was thinking to myself, I was like, wow, I'm only eating half because I'm full. That, again, here, first time in my life, I didn't eat a whole hamburger. And that was a first, for me, and at that moment. Put it in a doggy bag and ate the other half later. so, so anyway, I got some new hooks. I had to order new hooks for these guys. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, I really want to try this all black one. Oh, I'm out of focus. Here I come. This all black one. Really want to try that. And then these are really cool looking, sort of like a smallmouth bass patterns on those. And then I call this my varicose vein one because I made it varicose. And then my swimming dead. So, and then I made a couple more of the, well, these are, green screen fish. That is so funny. Green screen fish. You'll never see it in the water. Anyway, they're just basic. I have to paint those. Those are unpainted. But the black one is interesting because a buddy of mine said, Mike, you got to make a black one. I think black would work really well in our lake. So this guy right here, he's going to be swimming in the lake this week. Very hard thing to have. Well, thank you, Richard. It is, when it comes to food, I'm Italian. My entire life, my family eats, okay? We eat. And we were taught, just like probably every child, to clean your plate, to eat everything on the plate. So you got to sort of think to yourself, is that a good thing? Because there are starving children in Africa or China or wherever. So I got these, I finally got an order for, because Discount Tackle had run out of these. These are Owner Beast hooks, and these are 8/0. That's what goes on these guys. And you just sort of screw them into the nose. Ooh, I have 2 new molds coming Saturday or tomorrow, well, I don't know, whenever it comes. And this is a 6-inch. I got a 3.5 inch swim, and then a 2.25 inch paddle tails. So I'll be making those. So it's just a really, really cool. So you just sort of stick it in there. It's got a nice hook slot. And voila, you got yourself a bait with a big old giant hook. And there you go. You go, catch him. that black one is just going to be used, and sometimes black works. Sometimes black works. You just, yeah. You know, I gotta try the zombie bait. I just painted. By the way, I painted this on the skin underneath it, so it's actually, the paint is underneath the pour, and so I gotta try the zombie bait. If I catch something on the zombie bait, it's gonna be great. I think I will. It's got a lot of stripes. Stripes usually help catch fish. Except all his stripes are, you know, his bones. And voila. The zombie bait. Love it. Halloween bait, zombie bait, whatever. If it works, that'll be a fun one to sell. And some of these paints I just do, and you know, I'm just having fun. And but the black one, gotta love that. You know, I painted that one black, so if it really does do a good job, then I'll just make a black plastisol and just pour them all black plastisol. I won't have to do anything fancy. But I love, you know, this pattern here, and it's just a good looking pattern. This will catch a fisherman. I'll catch a fisherman. A lot of people, they're afraid to throw a big bait because they just don't think they could catch a fish with it. Big baits catch big fish. Richard. You know, I get that a lot. People are afraid to throw my hand-painted lures because they're afraid they're going to lose it. Most of them do float. Just FYI. But that just looks so cool. That's going to look so cool in the water. You know, that'll catch. This will catch. It'll catch. You know, our summer fishing season is just about to start. And the nice thing about these swim baits is that you can run them on top of the water. You can run them anywhere. They're a slow sink, so you can put them anywhere within the water column you want, and people can fish them at any depth that they want. So that's a great thing. I mean, I can run these as a topwater lure if I want. And yesterday, there was this good 3-pound smallmouth bass breaking surface, and it was just teasing me. So I threw the kitchen sink at this thing. I could not get it to bite. I think it's the same bass that I caught before, and but he just kept breaking surface. And so I said, all right, if you're breaking surface, I want to go topwater. So I threw a walking bait, different colors, wake bait. I just tried all sorts of stuff. And then So I tried square bill, I tried shallow dive. I just tried everything. It was just, this was a smart fish. And I think I did um, catch that fish a few weeks ago because it was the same spot. And it's just his home, or her home, or whatever. And it was just taunting me yesterday. Because when I weighed it, it was a 2.5 pound fish when I weighed it. Um, and it looked like, about the same size. But boy, it was just, it just knew I was there. And as soon as I thought about, I was motoring away, it would break surface again just to tick me off. That's what it would do. It was just, it has a mind of torment, that fish. I still can't find any big bass, largemouth bass just yet. So the baby bass are all over the lake though. So they're finishing their spawn right now. They're finishing their spawn. So you just sort of screw that in, with a little screw. And then we got a nice hook slot right here on these. We look inside, we see where the back of we mark it with our thumb, and that's where the hook goes out, or in, and then out. And then it just pops right out perfectly. That's how easy it is to set one of these. And if you want, you can skin hook it right on the back. You just skin hook it, and it'll stay up there. And you can run this through weeds, anything. It is completely weedless, and it is just, you could bounce this off of logs. Like I said, you could go top water and let it just struggle on top of the water. You can run it any depth you want. It's a great bait, really good bait. And I use the best plastisol, made by Dead On Plastics. This is their black label, so it's as tough as nails, and really, really good plastic, and it should last you a long time. So really nice bait. Really nice bait. So, but yeah, you can buy those at the marina. And I lost two of them. I gotta paint some more of my eggplant baits. This eggplant bait, it looks like an eggplant, and I painted it color shifting green, gold green, and it's got a gold green holofoil in it. So I only did the top and bottom, and then it's just it's just a little guy. And this thing has caught 4 different species, and it is a guaranteed catch. It's such a good bait, and I will have to get more of them because I've got 6 behind me, and I have to paint. But what a great! It's my newest bait, and it's just really, really good. Really, really, really good. Now, when I get my 3.5 inch, I'm going to. I think I can use a 4/0 weighted hook on them, and I've got a few of those. Oh, they're out in the truck. And so I want to try different size hooks and make sure that a good hook, and then I've got screw locks, so it's all I have to do is get a 3 or 4/0. I think a 4/0 would work really well on it, maybe 5/0. I don't know. So we'll see what fits that bait once I mold it. And then the 2 1/4 inch paddle tail, that actually will be a really good crappie bait. So we're going to give that a shot. And so I've got these underspins. These are underspins. There's a 5/0 underspin. So I've got, I'm going to try different things with the 3.5 inch and sort of see what I can do there. And next week, as soon as my bathroom is done being remodeled, drywall guy coming today and tomorrow, and then the toilet and sink and everything will be put in Monday. And this weekend I'll paint the walls. So no fishing until at least Tuesday next week, just because I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. I got my honeydews. I got my remodel. I got to get this bathroom done. So it should have been done 2 weeks ago. That's the way remodels go, right? That's what I'm told. Delays and stuff like that. And it's not because of me or my house. My house, although it's 110 years old, it's solid, and they came across no structural problems. It's on the second story. I'm in the basement, so it's 2 stories above me. And but I had to rearrange the entire bathroom for the remodel. The bathtub had to be moved against another wall, the toilet over here, and then the electrical. It's just a bunch of stuff. Originally, they came out, and really the only thing they had right was the wall, the enclosure of the bath or the shower. The tub was opposite, so they had to replumb because they had the wrong bathtub. They didn't have a toilet. They didn't have the right floor, so I had to go settle on a different floor. It's just been kind of a nightmare. It's making me pretty moody lately. So try not to take it out on people. My mama said that if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So I've been kind of silent around the house because I haven't had anything nice to say lately. I've been making baits down here, and I got to do my radio show today. Record that. I do have a radio show now, so that's kind of cool. Just go onto my playlist and find radio shows, and you can listen to my radio shows. I post them here on the weekend. They premiere here locally on Friday nights at 7 o'clock Pacific time, and that's when they premiere. And then I take the show and I put it on my YouTube channel over the weekend. So the radio show is a lot of work, and hey, casters, I'm losing weight. I've lost 25 pounds. So at the beginning of this, I was talking about this new wellness program, and then I finally got some new Owner Beast hooks for my swim baits, and so now I can fit these and sell them, and so that's good. So finally, the Discount Tackle ran out of these, so I had to order quite a few. And then I got some split rings to finish off the hard baits. I do have enough Gamakatsu hooks for those, so I love Gamakatsu hooks. They're my favorite hook. Owner Beast makes a great. These Owner hooks are fantastic, and so when it comes to a weighted hook, I prefer Owner. But for a treble hook, I don't think anything can beat a Gamakatsu. So I got those, and so we'll start, finishing up, some of these. This is a beautiful baby bass. It's just a pretty little baby bass, subsurface, little baby bass subsurface. And this color, this green, gold. Oh well, you really can't really tell. It's a gold shift. Worked really well in the lake yesterday. Count J. He's the evil Dr. Jarvis. He's Dr. Jarvis. Never did write that book. So busy. So busy. Really should write the third book. My brain's starting to work better nowadays. And there was a third book to my science fiction series. So there's Phoenix Rising, and then there's Orion Rising. So these are my science fiction books. And there was a third book. It was after I finished writing Orion Rising that blood clot hit my brain. And it was, well, again, that paralyzed me, and I could barely speak, and it was so frustrating. And my brain just hasn't really fully recovered. And to write science fiction, it's a very difficult thing to do. It requires a lot of research, a lot of methodical note-taking, and time. And then while you're writing the book, then character development, and it's just a lot of stuff. Writing a science fiction book is, well, it's not as easy as writing a letter, because every piece of science fiction is based on real science. And so you learn a lot. So, but yeah, I got too much on my plate nowadays to write a book. I mean, I'm writing a 1-hour show every week. You know what I need? I need a co-host. I need a co-host so I can banter with them. And if I can get a co-host, we can do a Zoom. I can record the Zoom. And I think it would be more entertaining. What do you guys think? Any volunteers? Want to co-host with me? My radio show? Hey, Robert. Soft plastic poppers. Have you fished these? I've never fished a soft plastic popper. I never did. I've never fished a soft plastic popper. That's interesting, though. Huh. But yeah, I think with my radio show, I think having a co-host or somebody in the chair, and I pre-record everything. So if I do a Zoom or something like that, or a StreamYard or whatever, Zoom I can only do 45 minutes. StreamYard I could do longer, and we could do. We just talk about fishing, but we have to be structured. So we would go through subjects. Come on, focus. I need to find somebody I can banter with. Somebody who can take my sarcasm and actually pretend to like it. Come on, you stupid camera. Oh, there it goes. You have a Brit on. Richard. Dr. Jarvis. The evil Dr. Jarvis. And Hustle. Oh. My fishing buddy who's losing weight too. Robert. So turned me on to LT. But yeah, it's just I think for the show it needs 2 people. instead of just one person. And somebody who goes fishing just as often as I do, preferably somebody local. Um, the evil Dr. Jarvis. Yeah, what did you in the book? You could try Lowell. Oh yeah, you know what? Lowell's a really fun character. Lowell is a very fun character. I don't know. He's got a lot on his plate though, and I don't want to add more on his plate. It should be locals. It should be a local person. Um, you know what? There's a sporting goods store, Parker's, and I think I know the owner, but he's not real talkative. I need somebody to be. I need somebody who can handle my sarcasm and bounce it back. Give it back to me, and without being foul. Somebody who has a hard time finding a euphemism that's not offensive. Um, I think I need to do something like that for the show. I think if I did that, the banter would help me not have to come up with so much. Take some of the pressure off of me and make it more of a talk show about fishing instead of an instructional show about fishing. Um, yeah, I need to come up with a person. I think I'll post it on a Facebook group and see if. Actually, I did do an interview with a gentleman. He's a comedian. And he did mention that he would be up to co-host, being, sitting in the chair. So don't get Ted Nugent. No. Totally cool, though. You know who's local? Fairly local. He's about 2 hours from me. Is Bruce Campbell. I love Bruce Campbell. And great actor. Just yeah, but he's so busy with the Evil Dead series. He's just, and then he's got the new game out last year. He's just so busy, and to get a celebrity would be really, really cool. Um, and we do have some celebrities, but I need somebody who's a fishing celebrity. A celebrity that fishes would be really, really cool. So Billy is a good, that comedian, and um, I need somebody who's good spontaneously. Good spontaneous person. Bruce is Bruce is so cool. Bruce Campbell is so cool. I tried to get him for a ice fishing event. I said, "Look, we'll get you a chainsaw." He cut holes for people. He uses a chainsaw to kill zombies. Add a little red to it. We're good. He started laughing. Wait a minute, hey, Bill. You need Bill Dance. Bill. But yeah, I need somebody who's just as quick on their with their words as I am. So if I give it to them, they can give it back, and we can just have so much fun. Finding a co-host is a very difficult thing, and I understand the interviews and stuff like that, but we have to do some interviews and do a stream and see if they can handle, if they can, without offense. It's a family show. Give it to me the way I can give it to them, and bounce it back and forth, and still keep on topic of fishing. Um, that would be, I think that would really take, yeah, Ash ice fishing. Yeah, totally. I totally wanted him for it. He started laughing. He's like, I could totally do. I could get you a big giant chainsaw. You could cut holes in the ice. I could throw a little blood in there. I says, we're good. Who wants Ash to cut a hole for them? See, that's my humor. Okay. So, but yes, I told him. I said I'd put him up in a cabin. You know, I couldn't afford to pay him. I could put. I said, "Come on, you stupid camera, focus." Um, don't tell me that wouldn't have been the best ice fishing festival in the world. Is having Ash cut a hole in the ice with a chainsaw. Would have been the best in the world. All right, come on, focus. It's just not focused. Ugh. Come on, focus, focus, focus. You know what? I can. Oh, there it goes. Um, but yeah, that would have been. It would have been the best. It would have been the best. And you know, he doesn't live very far from the resort. He lives hour, about an hour away from the resort. And but he's so busy. He's, you know, Bruce Campbell is one of those actors that just has got something on his plate all the time. And yeah, and you know, this is a community radio station. I mean, I don't even get paid, so take up somebody's time like that. But how much fun would that be? Gosh. Even for one episode. I should send him an email. I said, Bruce, I go, give me an hour of your time, just whenever, for a community radio show on ice fishing or on fishing. And I says, you know, or whatever. It'll be fun. You know, somebody else that you know, working down in LA, I met a lot of actors, and there is, you know, Bruce is one of them, and then so many actors I know. So they're still on. Okay, Richard, take care. Take care, my friend. Say hi to everybody for me. The wife, say hi to Tasha for me. So good. So anyway, but yeah, I need to do something like that. I need a co-host. Um, that would be really, really cool. Okay, Robert, I know I always get you on your break. I always get him on his break. Oh my goodness. I need to start sending out emails to some of these high profile people and see if I can't get a hold of some of them. And there is one professional bass fisherman that doesn't live far, but I went fishing with his ex-girlfriend recently, and what she told me, I don't want him on my show now. So, she's a sweetheart. Um, and but so much for that guy. I want a good, solid core person um, on the show. I don't want somebody with a bad rep somewhere. I mean, Bruce Campbell, I mean, he just kills zombies. So Jim Belushi doesn't live far. Um, he owns what do you call it? One of those marijuana farms, not far from here, about 2 hours. And so Jim, it might be high, but we can get Jim. You know, Oregon's such a pretty place. Offer some of that tea to Bruce. Bruce is such a nice guy. He really is a really nice guy. But he's so very, very, very busy. He just is. And, um, that's the problem with the high profile people. Even though they live here in Southern Oregon, they still keep pretty busy on independent films. He had that new game that for his Evil Dead game came out last year, and that took a lot of. And then he does Comic Cons and stuff like that. And so they're just very, very busy people. But I think I'll post it on the. Uh, but these people can't be paid. I can't pay them. I'm not even getting paid for my radio show. And this is a community radio station. It's just you're just doing it to do it. I mean, you're not doing it for anything else. Um, yeah, you don't get paid, and it's a lot of work. I mean, I'll do all the writing. Basically, nice thing about it with a co-host, you're just working off an outline, and instead of a script. I actually write my scripts when I do the show now. But if I have somebody doing it with me, we would be working off an outline, and we would just be working on those bullet points and covering that. Hey, Native. So, yeah, I think I'll just post it on a Facebook group, basin fishing or something like that, and um, I think that would help me reduce my workload, and the show would take on a new personality, literally, instead of just my personality. Because if you listen to tomorrow night's show, you will hear some of my personality. I may offend some people a little bit because I do talk about my Sicilian heritage a little bit and my sisters, which are crazy. Um, yeah, I think that would help, and we could just do the interviews, or the show on a certain day. I can send the outline to them, and we'll have sort of like a sort of opening montage of just us bantering about this week's fishing, and then go into specific topics of trout or steelhead or lingcod or whatever the other person does too, as well as my bass knowledge and bait making or whatever. Yeah. See, sometimes when I do these little programs in the morning, I come up with a good idea. I gotta shave. Look at that. I didn't shave yesterday when I went fishing, and then I woke up this morning. So it's like this 2 days. So I'll get that goatee. I gotta trim the goatee. It's getting rather fluffy. Fluffy goatee. So, but yeah, I'm happy that I got my bait, my hooks for my bait. So I can package these up. I did get new pack envelopes. So I'm all ready for getting these out on the market. So, but yeah, it's yeah. Now I'm just thinking, the brain's just thinking, a local fisherman. I could go to Parker's and ask him for anybody that he knows. Could be a fly fisherman, because I don't do fly fishing, and there's a lot of fly fishermen here locally, and he sells a lot of fly fishing tying stuff. He would know a good personality for fly fishing. Yeah, I need to start advertising and interviewing for anybody who could be. It's going to have to be a retired person. somebody that's got time on their hands and they just want to have fun on a radio show. That's what I need. I need offer some of that to you. I would offer. I don't know what I could offer Bruce besides just a funny banter. He'd be so funny. Oh my gosh. And he's got such a great voice. I mean, I don't. And he's got such a great voice. And I know he and I could get along really well on the radio. And I need somebody like Bruce. Um, I need somebody like him with just a fun, doesn't take himself seriously personality. And you can tell he doesn't take himself too seriously because of the movies that he makes. I mean, he's made a lot of bad B movies. He just has fun. He just has fun. And I could do it remotely, We can just do it off of, Zoom or something like that and StreamYard it. And they don't, and I would rather have them in Southern Oregon. Huh. I have to find somebody off of Facebook. And I'll make a video, sort of what do you call it? A cast call. That's what it is. It's a cast call. And this camera, I just can't stand this camera. What's the point of having a camera with autofocus when it's autofocus out all the time? Okay, that's not it. It's really annoying, actually. And that's not it. What do you do, Mike? Properties. Yeah, properties. I forgot. They changed it on me. There it is. Autofocus. There. I'm in focus. I made it manual focus. Okay. I think we came up with something. And watch The Incredible Shrinking Fisherman. I mean, I've lost 25 pounds off of the Sky Lakes Wellness Program. And look for me to get down to another 90 pounds less. So I'm, 20% of the way to it. And you're going to see The Incredible Shrinking Terrible at Fishing. So, gosh, I need to find somebody. I need a retired person that has a good sense of humor. Quick on their wit. Yeah. But is PG. Now, Bruce is not PG. Okay. Bruce is not PG. As much as I love him, I'd have to do a lot of bleeping. All right, guys, I'll let you go. Thanks for stopping in, having a cup of coffee with me, and bouncing some ideas off of you. But yeah, this Sky Lakes Wellness Program that is local by the hospital is working. I mean, I'm noticing a physical change now, and so 25 pounds lost is just a lot of poundage, but it's not much compared to the other 90 I got to go. So hopefully in the next year, I'll get back down to my original size, get my before baby body back. I no longer look 9 pounds pregnant. I look 8 pounds pregnant now. So, yay for me. Now, I do have some physical ailments, I'm a little worried that when I do lose my weight, uh, what I'm going to look like. So, anyway, you guys take care. And I will see you guys on another video. And check out my radio shows in that playlist. And tell me what you think. Please put some criticisms down in the comments. Tell me what I can do. I think I need to get a co-host, because you can only listen to me for so long because I've already lost everybody. So take care, everybody.